Harassment and bullying. Did you know that as parents and as adults, unknowingly, our words, our actions, a lot of times influence whether our child will be a bully or can be a victim of bullying? In today's episode, we'll talk about how we can be the guiding force or the guiding light to our children, taking them away from bullying as a victim, as a bystander, or a bully. So, what is bullying? It is repetitive, harmful behavior intended to hurt, intimidate, or isolate someone. And it can be in the format of verbal, physical, or even online. So, bullying is basically imbalance of power, where the bully uses influence, strength, popularity to intimidate someone. So, in these situations, what all can a bully do is usually hit, push, teasing, name calling, spreading rumors, or even talking wrong about someone. So, as parents, we have to be very vigilant or very observant about our children's behavior to be able to identify that if our child is a bully or a victim. So, in these situations, how do we identify this, or how do we even come to know that my child is being bullied or my child is a bully? So, the signs to look for could be if my child is a bully, then the child is going to show a lot of aggression at home. The child is going to be abusive, always complaining or finding faults. But if the child is a victim, then the child might not want to go to school, will try to avoid situations, will not want to talk to many people. And at times, there are a lot of withdrawal situations where the child might not want to eat much or might not want to go out. So the child starts going into a shell. So as parents, we should be very vigilant of our child's behavior so that at a very early stage, we are able to identify either of the situations. As our children should not be a victim to a bully and neither should they be a bully. So the first and foremost thing that as parents we must do is create an open communication. We should always ask open-ended questions and questions which are not very direct. As small as, how was your day? Did anything hurtful happen? Or are you happy about something? Or are you sad about something? Or did something happen that made you sad? So these are some small little questions which can help you open up with your child. Secondly, avoid dismissive remarks. A lot of times we say, don't be so sensitive. Itna mat socho, tum zyada soch rahe ho. But the minute we make these kind of remarks, our child goes into a shell and feels that probably you're not able to understand what the child is going through. So this kind of a remark will take our child away and can get absorbed into getting bullied. We must also teach them to be assertive, to be able to say no to wrongs. We should also teach them that if they are uncomfortable in any situation or something that they are not liking, they must report it to someone that they feel comfortable with. Or if not anyone in the school, they must come home and should be able to share that with you. And lastly, strengthen their confidence. Because if they are going to feel confident at home, they will reflect the same kind of confidence outside. And a confident child is always going to be able to say no to the wrong things. So we've understood how to help our child from being a victim to the bully. But we also need to address those children and those situations if our child is going towards being a bully. And the first and foremost thing that we need to address or reflect on is the negative behavior, the negativity that the child sees in us, the adults, the parents, the teachers, is when the child sees the parent or the adult shouting and yelling and showing power, because yelling, shouting is actually defining power. So the child also learns that if I want to show my power, if I want to show my aggression, yelling and hitting is the way. And that is the first step that the child takes towards bullying others. showing their power on others. So we have to talk to our children, or we have to ensure that we don't exhibit this kind of behavior at home. We also need to take care of negative communication, or the pattern that we use. A lot of times we as adults, parents, we have a habit of being sarcastic with our children or criticizing our children. So again, the children are learning this kind of behavior. So the child also understands that, okay, if my father can be sarcastic with my mother, or my mother can be sarcastic with me, then I can use the same sarcasm with other people to demean them. And that is a step towards bullying. We also need to teach our child empathy, kindness, because these are two values which actually help prevent a child from being a bully. Whenever we see those small symptoms or steps that our child is getting aggressive or is probably trying to show his power, we need to again sit down, talk, calm down, and we need to tell the child that being kind is more powerful than troubling someone or bullying someone. A lot of times it is also seen that there are a lot of unresolved emotions that the children have. Could be anxiety, could be anger, could be being upset from the parents or unhappy about something. And if these emotions are not addressed, again the child can get aggressive. And aggressive is the stepping stone towards being a bully. So we need to have a safe space for our children at home where we can calm them down and we can talk to them that what is bothering you, what has not been going so well. So if those emotions are resolved at an early stage, we'll be able to prevent our children from bullying someone else just because my emotions were not addressed. Our words, our actions, they shape the future of our children. So let's teach our children to be kind, resilient, and respectful. Let's create a better world for our children to be happy and confident. Happy parenting. Thank you.